Hello there. In this video, we'll demonstrate how to incorporate the TileView and TileView items controls in a dashboard scenario. So if we just run this application for starters, take a look and see what it looks like. You can see as it comes up, we have two tiles, one called books, one called categories. And essentially, if we expand this or actually select it, we'll see that it opens up the books list detail. And if we go back to the dashboard through the navigation, we can select the categories. And you can see there the categories is opening as a tool, as a floating window. We'll just dock that and then close it. And so back to our dashboard, categories, dashboard, dashboard, books, and dashboard. Now we can maximize. And again, bring it back, dashboard, double click on the item, rotates it, double click, minimize it. So this is the, I guess this would be the normal state here. This would be the maximum state here, and this is the minimum state here. So each one of these is a separate view container that you can style up and basically incorporate a look and feel as to what you're trying to achieve. And if I just close this down, we'll take a look at that right now. So if we look at what we've done right here is we've just created 3 tile views, one for each state, and we'll send those along as part of the part of our drop. But essentially, if you wanted to have different tiles or different looking tiles, you would just simply create different tile states for each of the states. And then if we look at how they're applied, well, these are all of the tiles. So we have our tile 1 normal, which is basically this tile here. So if we go in and take a look, we can see that that's tile 1 normal. And if we look at this guy here, this is tile 1 minimum and so forth. So each one of these tiles is set accordingly, and you can tell the tile by the container type here. So it's normal, maximize should be your maximize shell, and minimize should be your minimize shell. And we've just applied the same tiles, but as I said before, you could basically have different tiles in here that, or different tile view items that represent the different containers that you would have here. And of course we have these endpoints, which we're just using currently as a list box, and we're just injecting into that list box a hyperlink command. So the hyperlink command is selected from here, and it is here. You'll probably want to style that one and do something different than what we've got, but that's the default one to get you started. And easiest way to do it is just take this, make a copy of it, and then just paste it in here, and then change it from a ribbon export right here to a hyperlink and so forth. And that's step one. And the second step that you need to do after you do that is you would need to change this right here to be false and change this one to be true. So setting that to true will tell DockShell that it's a candidate to be surfaced in these cyan type regions, or these non-named regions. So that's how that's done. And across here, a couple other key things that are important is that you do need to link from the tile view item to the tile area as well for both of the for as many tiles as you have. And I'm not sure this is the best approach, but this is how it's set up right now, is that each navigation group is a separate tile. So you can't take screens from separate navigation groups and link them into the same tile as screens from another navigation group. So for example, here we have categories, and if I just expand that, you can see that categories is a LightSwitch navigation group, and books is a LightSwitch navigation group. And so the screens within here, you would link into this zone here, or these zones here, and then the screens in this one, you would link into this one here. So the tiles are kind of tied to the navigation group. And it kind of makes sense because that's probably how you would want to do it anyway. But um, if that's not the way you'd like it, then we'll have to do some custom programming because that's actually how it's built right now. If a user doesn't have access to a specific screen because they don't have permissions, then it will not surface the LightSwitch command, and therefore you won't see the hyperlink inside the tile. The other thing that you have to do is you have to make sure that you draw a reference between the LightSwitch screen and the tile view item itself, as we've done here. That's used for when we're resolving this link. We're resolving back down to the specific screen. I think that's about it. So you should be able to include as many tiles as you want, style them in any way you want. Because you have the ability to build out the TileView container as well as the TileView items, and you also have the containers that the screen's set into for the states. You have complete customization capabilities over the entire process. And the other thing to note here is that the order by which you put these in is important in your XAML. So the first one that will be opened would be this dashboard tile view control. And I think that's about it. We're just sharing this docking area. You don't have to. I don't think that's necessary. So this is the ribbon tab, ribbon tabs, I guess, and the shared docking area. And then this is the tile view item, which is associated to this dashboard area at the start. And then these are the individual tile view items that are associated to your tile. Each one of these correlates to a LightSwitch navigation group. And I think that's about it. So yeah, and I think that if you don't have access to any screen, you shouldn't see the tile view itself. So that should be how it works. So if you were, for instance, to have a, let's say, an administration tile, it would not appear if you're not a member of the administrators group. So that's pretty much how it all works, and so that's the model view approach. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, feel free to give us some feedback and question us as to what needs to be done or changed. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.